of the woodland.
Ranger Bill, warrior of the woodland, struggling against extreme odds, traveling dangerous trails, showing rare courage in the face of disaster. In the air. On horseback. Or in a screaming squad car. Ranger Bill, his mind alert, a ready smile, unswerving, loyal to his mission. And all this in exchange for the satisfaction and pride of a job well done.
Hello, boys and girls. Last time I was telling you the story about the weird vacation that Stumpy and I took with our friend George Nelson and a native boy named Casadel deep in South America along the Amazon River. If you remember, we were looking for an old Portuguese fort built down there roughly 500 years ago. At that time, it was a thriving fort with many troops and many more slaves. Within its walls was stored vast riches in gold and native works of art. Then one day, the slaves rebelled. They massacred every Portuguese soldier and citizen and went back into the jungles to their homes. The fort was desolate and forgotten. Forgotten, that is, until a friend of mine, George Nelson, was flying off his usual course in that area and spotted the fort from the plane. He took pictures of it, and the next time he was back in Knotty Pine, showed them to Stumpy and me. It wasn't long before the three of us decided to use our vacation time to go up the Amazon looking for that fort. It was after we got down into South America that we began to run into problems. No one would act as our guide. As soon as they found out that we were going to explore the old fort, they just walked away. Finally, one native boy named Casadel said he would go with us. And on our way up the river, he told us the story of the fort. Legend has it that all the treasure is still in the fort, but that it's being guarded by the ghosts of the dead Portuguese troops who were killed there. Casadel expected us to turn around and head for home when we heard the story of the fort, but we surprised him by being all the more interested in looking into it. We had just stumbled over an old skeleton and spotted the fort when we left off last time. Look at the size of it, would you? I had no idea it was so large.
Big fort hold many evil spirits. Soon we all like man of bones here.
I'm afraid we don't share your worries, Casadel. Well, Bill, Stumpy, what do you say we take a look at that beautiful old pile of stones?
Sure. What are we waiting for? It's like being in another world. We are in another world, old-timer. This is Portuguese civilization in the 14 and 1500s.
Boy, it must have taken some time to build these things. I mean, without machinery or anything of that kind.
It took many slaves. It's no wonder they were bitter enough to rebel.
Father of my father say many died to build this fort.
I'm not surprised.
Well, it shows you how slaves were thought of at one time, doesn't it? I mean, the poor creatures who were made to build this fort, Actually, they were no more respected than animals. Thank God for civilization.
Thank God for his revelation, which makes men important as individuals.
What you say?
You remember we were talking about Jesus dying for us, Cassadell?
Well, Cassadell remember, but what that to do with slaves?
Well, you see, when Jesus died for each one of us, he showed that as far as God was concerned, every man was worth dying for. That means you, me, every person.
Oh, Cassadell glad God not have slave.
So are we, Cassadell.
Yeah, let's get to looking around this here fort. We must be in some sort of courtyard or something.
Well, that's what it looks like. I suppose all those rooms that you can see around the sides were the rooms of the troops and citizens who probably lived here.
I imagine so. I wonder if this outside wall is hollow.
Oh, I don't think so, Bill.
Must be 10 to 12 feet thick. I wonder what they was protecting themselves against.
Looks like the trouble they should have been worrying about was inside the walls. Let's take a look at some of those rooms.
Well, it looks like a staircase over there leading to the rooms. I wonder how long it's been since anyone was here.
From the looks of things, I'd say a good long time.
You said a mouthful there, Sonny. You know how long it takes to grow moss like it is all over this place. I haven't seen any signs of any disturbance. I'd guess that there hasn't been anyone here for at least 100 years.
Oh, probably longer than that, Bill. If the natives kept quiet about this place and there weren't any planes to spot it with over 100 years ago, and well, you can't see it from the river.
Sounds to me like we might be the first folks here since it was abandoned all them years ago.
Well, that seems pretty safe to say, all right.
Well, then only ones here be evil spirits guarding treasure.
The treasure? Hey, that's right. We got so taken up with this whole idea of ghosts and spooks and things that we plumb forgot what those ghosts were supposed to be guarding. Of course, the treasure.
It had slipped my mind, George. I wonder if there's any truth to that part of the story.
Cassadell afraid you'll find out there much truth to all of story.
Cassadell, I hope as you explore this old fort with us that you begin to see what we're talking about. The one great spirit, God's spirit, is here, and he is in us. And if God is for us, there isn't anyone or anything that can stand against us.
Cassadell like your words, but still watch for evil spirits.
Yeah, here are the stairs. Boy, that courtyard is wide enough, isn't it? I wonder what they used to do for entertainment. Probably they played football.
It sure is interesting. As soon as we get a good look around, let's unpack the cameras.
Boy, this place sure is overgrown, isn't it? I hope we'll be able to push some of those doors open. Oh, may I show you to your rooms, gentlemen?
I'd like a room and a bath, please.
I can show you to a room, sir, but you'll have to take your own bath.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Say, there's one with the door part of the way open.
Say, looks dark in there.
Spirits need no light.
I wish you'd forget about all that ghost talk, Cassadell. There just ain't such things, and that's that. Easy, Stumpy. You and I know that, but remember, Cassadell has been raised a little differently than we have. Well, I think a fella could find more to talk about than spooks and the like. Even if you don't believe in them, when a fella keeps talking about them, it gives you the creeps.
Come on, Stumpy. Let's you and I go in this room and scare out a couple of big ones.
Sure. Let's go, Sonny. Here, look out, spooks. We're coming in after you. Let's get this door pushed open, George.
All right. Just a little bit more.
There.
They being very foolish, Mr. Bill.
Well, anyhow, if there is anything in that room, they'll soon...
Look at that!
Take it easy, Cassadell. Easy now. Woo! Which way did they go?
Hey, look here. I caught one of them.
Spirit! Bad spirit! Seek revenge on those who come!
I'm afraid it's nothing of the kind, Cassadell. You see? Look what George has in his hands.
Oh, little spirit.
No. Just a bat, Cassadell. It must have been a favorite hangout for a flock of bats, and, well, we just interrupted their sleep.
Bats? A little furry-winged creature called bat?
That's right, Cassadell. It's a rather common little animal in places such as these.
It make noise of spirit.
That was some roar they set up, all right. All of 'em winging for the door. I got to admit, they gave me quite a turn.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why I didn't expect to run into them sooner or later. But take a good look at this little fella, Cassadell, before I let him go. This is a bat, an ordinary little animal, not a spirit.
Not a bad spirit?
If I'm not mistaken, that little bat looks more frightened than you are, Cassadell.
Bat more frightened of Cassadell than Cassadell of bat.
But both of you are frightened for the same reason. Neither one of you understands each other.
Cassadell, he feel better.
I guess I better let this little fella go.
Fly away, bat! Run, hide! Cassadell scare you.
Well, looks to me as though we may have an easier time looking around this old fort now that Cassadell has found that he's stronger than at least one spirit.
Yeah, better get out your flashlights, fellas. It just gets darker and darker the farther we go down.
This almost looks like underground apartment houses down here. There must be hundreds of small rooms. Far too many corridors to explore in the small time we have.
It's amazing, all right. I guess it's best to just stick to this stairway and corridor. It seems to be the main way down.
What do you suppose they used all these little rooms for, Bill? I don't know. Slaves, maybe. Let's look into one and see if there's any clue.
They all look pretty much alike. Just a square room. Well, that looks like it might have been something like a bed over there.
Possibly. It's pretty decayed to tell. Sure don't look comfortable. What do you think, Cassadell? Cassadell, what do you think of all this?
Hey, Bill, shine your light back down the hall. See what's the matter with Cassadell.
It might be a better question to ask where Cassadell is. He isn't with us. Where are you?
Hey, Cassadell!
Cassadell!
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was getting along pretty well.
I did, too. He hadn't even mentioned spooks for at least half an hour.
Looks like all he was waiting for was a chance to run.
Well, I don't know. I didn't figure Cassadell that way at all. I mean, even when he was the most frightened, he stuck with us.
Well, what do you think happened to him, Bill?
That's a good question. But I don't think it would be a waste of time to look for him. It just may be that he's hurt or something.
What do you mean, or something?
Yeah.
You're not really falling for all of this ghost stuff, are you?
I just think we'd better retrace our steps and see if we can discover where Cassadell is. Well, we've been over every inch of that corridor and looked in every room we could and up here in the open and no Cassadell. I still think he's in there.
Why do you say that?
Well, look here on the ground. You see where we walked into that corridor? You can see our footprints as clear as day in that there sand. And here is where we came out. But do you see another set of footprints coming out and running away?
Say, you're right. But that means he's disappeared. We've checked every place we could all the way back.
That's right, we did. But we didn't check every place there was to check. There are a number of tunnels and hallways leading off that main corridor. It'd take years to cover all that ground, Bill.
Well, besides, if he didn't run, how could he go in the wrong direction? We're all sticking close together down through there.
I just don't know. I'm sure he's still somewhere down in this fort. Somewhere in that maze of tunnels and rooms.
Bill, I like Cassadell too, but, well, I still think he ran.
Well, I suggest we walk around the fort, inside and out, and check every entranceway for footprints. If he did come out some other way, we'll find out that way, and not spend a lot of time looking for him down there. I sure hope we find out he's run away. You hope we find out he has run away, old-timer? That's right, Bill. Because if he hasn't, then something's happened to him. I don't like the idea of anything happening to anybody in this spooky old place.
I don't know. It's just too hot to keep this up, Bill. We've looked at so many entrances, my head is spinning.
Well, looks like we're just about back where we started. And no sign of Cassadell's footprints.
Well, where could he be?
That's what I'd like to know. Somewhere down below us, Cassadell is either wandering around trying to find his way out, or he isn't. Cassadell! Hey there, Cassadell! Where are you at?
Not a sound, except our own voices coming back to us.
I don't think he turned off before this point. Why do you say that, Sonny? Right about here, it gets dark enough to make it hard to see. Up to this point, we would have no trouble following us.
Well, that's a good point. No matter what you might think happened to him.
What are you driving at, young feller?
Well, we've been going on the idea that he just made a wrong turn accidentally. But let's say that he was trying to run away. He'd still have to wait till we got far enough in for it to be dark. And then, well, there's the other possibility.
What other possibility?
If someone or something took him away, this thing would have to wait for it to be dark enough to cover its action.
George, you aren't starting to get a little ghost conscious yourself, are you?
No, Bill, it's just that, well, like Stumpy said a little while ago, when you hear enough chatter about ghosts and spooks and you're wandering around a place like this, an old fort, well, even if you don't believe it, it still makes you plenty jumpy.
Say, look down that corridor.
That's strange. Pretty dark all around here, except for our flashlights.
But, yeah, there seems to be kind of a golden light down there. Hey, it looks like it's moving.
Cassadell! Is that you down there? Look at it, will you? Kind of glimmering and swaying. Way down near the end of this corridor. Maybe it's just an odd reflection. Kill your lights.
It's still there, Bill. What do you make of it?
I don't know. I think we ought to go down this corridor and find out what it is.
That's the weirdest light I've ever seen. Kind of looks like it's underwater or something, the way it moves.
Come on. More and more of these little rooms. There must have been thousands of slaves kept down here. I imagine these walls could tell quite a story if they could talk.
We seem to be getting closer, Bill. That light is larger looking.
Either we're getting closer to it or it's getting closer to us. I don't think it moves, Stumpy. I looked it over very carefully from back at the entrance to this side corridor. It shimmers and wavers, but it doesn't actually move. That's why you look so fearless when you said for us to come here and see what it was. Come on, old-timer. You aren't really afraid of ghosts down here, are you? Nope. I just don't like the idea of folks disappearing and strange lights and all that, that's all. Well, we're almost where that light is.
Don't you think we'd better lower our voices?
I don't think so. We all agree that there isn't anyone else around here but us and Cassadell. If whatever's making that strange light is a spirit or ghost, well, I'm afraid it wouldn't do a whole lot of good.
No, I guess not.
Well, here we are. Just sort of dances on the wall, like a reflection or something.
Yeah.
I think you've hit it, Stumpy. It is a reflection. Let's find out where it's shining from. I'll just move my hand around by the wall until it casts a shadow. There.
Sure. Now whatever is throwing that reflection should be in a direct line from the light through your hand to... Hey, look, over there in that big room.
Great horny toads! I'd never believe it if I didn't see it.
Everywhere you shine your light, from one end of this big room to the other.
Gold!
Is it real?
My guess would be yes. Probably stored away down here by the Portuguese when they lived in this fort. All them vases, little statues. Look at them jewel boxes over there. Probably filled overflowing with gold coins and the like. Take a look at that armor over there, old-timer.
Shields, breastplates. Bill, it's unbelievable.
You ain't just gargling sarsaparillas, honey. At least we know this part of Cassadell's story is true. But where is the light coming from?
Look at that tiny hole in the ceiling. It must go right straight up for yards and yards, through that stone right above us.
Maybe it was for ventilation and the light is shining through.
It seems that most of what Cassadell told us about the fort was true. From all that we've seen around here, and now the gold. You know, I don't think he was lying to us at all.
Not even the last part of his story?
You mean about the spirits of the dead Portuguese guarding this gold?
That's right.
Well, some fancy attaches itself to almost every story.
What's that? Duck! Hit the floor, fellas! Bill! Stumpy, are you all right?
I think so. Whew. I thought the whole place was going to come down on us. It nearly did. We'd been standing back there in the corridor. We would have joined the Portuguese who once lived here.
Bill, do you realize what this means?
What do you mean?
Well, with the passageway gone, we're trapped in here with the treasure. Bill, they really are guarding this stuff.
Take it easy, George. That was just a coincidence. Probably the vibrations of our walking and our voices shook loose the old supports.
Yeah, but we're trapped.
It almost seems like we're supposed to be kept here. I don't like this, Bill. Well, there's no time to muse about whether or not the spirits caused that cave-in. We've got to start looking for a way out.
Hey, listen.
Bill, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't like this. I don't think much of it either, old-timer.
Where's it coming from?
Hard to tell. The way this place echoes. I think somewhere in that direction. Let's take a look.
Sure. What have we got to lose?
This is where it's coming from, all right? You see? A very slim passageway running off in that direction. Maybe that's the way we'll get out.
But whatever's making that noise is coming in this direction.
Quick, back against this wall. When it comes out of there, we'll have a chance to see it before it sees us. That's providing it has eyes. Shh. Douse your flashlights. Now! Cassidel! What were you doing back in that passageway, Cassidel?
Cassidel sees strange light.
Just like we did.
Think maybe it's spirits come to do you harm.
You what?
I not say anything, but go to meet them. Find all treasure, but not find way out.
You were willing to do that? For us?
You mean you were going to face the spirits alone just to keep them away from us?
On way here, you tell Cassidel of Jesus, who give life for many, just like my white teacher tell me. Cassidel, well, he think long on what you say. If true, then Jesus give his life for Cassidel, and God not unhappy with Cassidel.
That's right.
If true, then Cassidel not afraid to face bad spirits.
That's wonderful.
Oh, no. Good part is that bad spirits turn out to be afraid of Cassidel. They run from him. I not meet even one.
Mail's arrived. Anything besides bills? None besides ranger bills? You know what I mean, Stumpy. Here you are. This one looks like it's from South America. I just may be wrong, but it looks like Cassidel's handwriting. Yeah, you're right. That was a vacation worth remembering, Bill. Cassidel, skeletons, all that gold. Say, what does Cassidel say about that stuff? Has anybody gone after it to dig it out of all that rubble? I guess not. He says he still can't get anyone to go there with him to do the job. I guess they're all still afraid of the evil spirits. Now listen to this, Stumpy. He says that the Lord is really working through him down there in his village. As soon as anyone hears that he's actually been in the old fort of their ancestors, they look on him as some sort of hero. I guess he uses that time to tell others about the great spirit that lives within him. Well, boys and girls, we certainly had a rare experience on this trip. And while Cassidel was learning the difference between the ghosts that don't exist and the Holy Spirit of God who does, we were seeing another example of how the grace of God is given to all men, no matter what their color, language, or country. Well, we'll see you next week for more adventure with
Ranger Bill!
Ranger Bill is produced in the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.